Hello, hello. I'm gonna give the rest of the stream a little bit of a chance to catch up while the announcement goes out on Twitter. But welcome. This is my first couple plays of Patchwork, the new app from DigiDiced. I haven't played the physical version of Patchwork, kind of at all, but I know the basics of it. I've seen plenty of tutorials and I've seen people play it a lot. I just haven't had an opportunity to play it myself yet. I've done a couple turns already in the app, and I found it really nice. There's still a little bit of bugs, I think, that need to be worked out. There's some sound issues, but so far so good as far as the interface goes. Things are pretty straightforward. Well, let's just dive right in, and I can show you what we're talking about here. Alright, so right off the bat, we have a bunch of options here for playing ranked games, casual games, and local games against a human opponent or an AI. I'm not sure if I'm good enough for ranked games yet, but why don't we at least get into the queue? So I'm going to tap on this. And there is one issue that I've noticed so far. Some of the button response in the app has been a little sluggish for me. I have to tap things twice, and then once it catches up, it thinks that I tapped it. I tapped it the second time when I realized I just only tried to tap it once. And it's a minor thing, and I'm hoping that with a patch soon that'll be fixed relatively quickly. So I'm just gonna say I want to be put in the queue for one ranked game. Now I'm in the queue. I don't know what that means. Oh, new game started. Oh, okay, so I'm waiting for the opponent right now. We're going straight into it. Okay, I didn't know there'd be anybody who's actually in. So this may be a live game. You can see the timer at the very top of the screen is counting down from 24 hours. This works sort of like a chess clock. We each have 24 hours to complete all of our turns. So as soon as he finishes his turn, his clock stops and my clock starts. And I'm assuming that if you run out the clock, then you forfeit the game. So the game started. I actually don't. I wish I could tell whether he's actually live or not. Whether this opponent is actually watching the game right now. Usually, if there's a live opponent in Waterdeep or in some other game, you can see when they're actually active. So it looks like they're live. They're playing. They're going here. They're going to jump ahead to that little 2 spot. Like I said, I haven't played that much, so it seems good to go a little bit slow here. You can see when you drag your piece over to your board, it does this little animation thing where you spin your buttons, and then it zooms in onto your board specifically, where you can do some gestural controls with 2 fingers to rotate the piece as you like. Or if you're a little clumsy with your fingers, you can just use the rotational buttons, and it'll turn it as much as it can. And if you ever pull your, let's see if I can do this really quick here. If you ever set your piece and have it rotate in a place where it can't go, it'll just automatically lift that piece up so that you can place it somewhere else that is actually legal. And of course, you can also flip your tiles as you need. All right. Let's do this. I'm just going to drop that there, and that'll be my turn. So I'm going to take another turn since my little disc is right on top of his. I am going to put this over here, zoom in again, rotate that, get it nice and snug there. Now I'm a little bit ahead in the time track. Oh, hey Caitlin, welcome to the chat. Waiting for my opponent here. Again, I'm not sure if they're live or not. I guess they get notices when it's their turn. I'm assuming that if someone's playing a ranked game, they're interested in something that's a little bit more fast-paced. It looks like they've passed, or... Okay. So it's down to me. Let's see. Can't afford that one, can't afford that one. Thankfully, it highlights the one piece within the three that you have available to buy with big, sparkly shinies here. The question is, do I want to buy it and move up 3 spaces? I won't be getting any income, unfortunately, because I don't have any buttons on my blanket. But I mean, it seems to make more sense to just buy this thing and see where it can go. Now, let's see where I can put this. If I can get the line piece coming up, that can fit here. If I do this, then I'm kind of hoping that I get either the T square, the T block, or a little patch to fit into that one little spot. It seems probably best that I turn this and set this up here. At least there's more room. And I get some income. I get 1 button. Hooray. Now they've got a couple turns that they could do here. He took that. He's going here. Okay. He's going to take a second turn. That worked out for him. Oh, Now he's broke. He's spent all of his buttons to get this H block, so he's probably going to rotate that and fit that there nice and easy. Okay, cool. All right. So I have some time here. If I can work things out, well, unfortunately, the every tile that I have available to me is too expensive either in time or in buttons, so I have to pass. So I slide my little thing there. I get 1 button for my troubles from my blanket, and I also get 4 buttons for traversing 4 spaces to catch up here. Now it's up to him. He's broke too, so any of the tiles that he has available to him, he's probably just going to make this an income round, I would think. Yeah, we're going to be leapfrogging here for a little bit. So he has 2 buttons now to work with. Meanwhile, I have something that can fit right there if I wanted to. It's the only piece I can actually buy. I don't want to pass and just keep on getting one button. But it may actually be worthwhile to do that if I can build up enough currency to get some of these other high income pieces later in the cycle. I'm certainly leading him in terms of currency right now, so I think I can buy some time actually. This may be a mistake, but let's see. He can't afford anything here, so he's going to have to pass as well, and then that leaves me at least with a few more buttons than he does. Something to work with, anyway. Ooh, my tea blew into my face. Okay, now I can afford a few more things here, which is nice. He would be able to afford this one on the far left. I kind of want to spend... I want to take the extra turn, but I won't be able to... Okay, so if I take this long piece, I'll move up, I'll get an extra turn, but I won't have anything to do that turn except pass. And he'll be leading me in buttons, and I don't necessarily like that. But if I can traverse that income space on the board, That might be worth it. So I'm spending 3 here. I'm gonna give him a little bit of time to work. And one thing I do wish is I wish I could see the rest of the lineup of the tiles. I'm not sure how to do that, if I can do that, because that definitely weighs on my decision. Like in the base game, in the physical game, you'd be able to see the board, but also look ahead at the track at the same time since you have all that table space to work with. Here you have to really narrow your focus and look at the board. I'm just curious, what is this? Okay. If I go here, I'm sort of mandating that I have to do something there, and I feel like it's going to be easier for me to find a spot that would work here. Okay. So, yeah. Press the piece above the board, the pawn. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. So now I can look ahead here. That's good to know. So I see that there is the second piece from the pawn right now would be a good fit for this negative space I'm making in the far right corner and bottom. So I'll do that. I'll go ahead and drop that in there. Hopefully he won't take it. I don't think he can afford it, though. Thanks, Salty Horse. So waiting on him to make his move. He probably went off to get a sandwich or something while I was debating my turn. Oh, okay, so he's ready to go. He's looking to pass. He just wants to build up some money here. I unfortunately don't have enough now to buy that 10 piece. I really want to, though. Man. Do I get the long 7 block? Spend all my money to do it? It seems unwise. If I pass, I'll get 9 buttons. He'll have 8. He can buy the long piece, which is fine as long as he can't afford the L piece. What I'm worried about is he'll buy the T block, and then we'll have to skip this we'll have to skip this block, this tile, and I'll have to wait till way later to fill in that corner, and that concerns me significantly because I don't see, like, this would be the nearest one that could actually fit into that corner. So that being the case, I think it's probably wise that I just drop this in here. Yeah, let's do that. This feels very much like Tetris when I'm trying desperately to set up a Tetris. I still have another turn, but all I can do is pass. All right. Now he has one tile that he can actually buy. Whether he wants to buy it. Okay. So it's probably the best that I didn't pass that last turn, because he would have gone for this T block and denied me the one tile that I still need as well. And now I have plenty of time to work. He's what, got 5 buttons? Okay, of course that leaves me with nothing to do but pass, which he realized. Right, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. We're getting to the... we're approaching the mid-game now, and I can see that he's building up things from the bottom up. Again, Tetris style. Whereas I'm setting things up as a sort of an amoeba spreading out from the lower center. We'll see whether that's best or not. Oh, okay, so he got the first dibs on this patch that he's just going to drop somewhere here. Probably in that, this little spot next to the H. Yep. Yeah, those patches are really useful, I can tell. So, I definitely want to fill in that gap on the far right. So let's get this one. Only cost me 3, which is fine. There, and blop. Cool, alright. Oh. Thanks for the cautionary note, Salty Horse. Let me nudge that up a little bit. Okay. Nothing sensitive in the notifications, but it's a good thing to be cautious about. Okay, there. That should do that. Sorry, I'm adjusting windows now. Okay. It's good enough. I want you to be able to see the screen, but I don't necessarily want you to see the notifications. Okay, oh, hey, there's a bird on the windowsill. Bye, bird. Oh gosh, what do I want to buy? What I want to buy is none of these, really, unless I can go tall, perhaps. It might be better that I... Oh, that L piece would be really nice. Okay, let's do this and just see where I can drop it. Not a friendly spot. I'm just gonna kind of hope that I get some leather patches here to fill that in. Or... I could do that. Why did I buy this? This was probably a bad idea, wasn't it? Alright, jumping in there. My first ranked match. Probably not the best to take these kind of risks. Oh, do I want to go 5 spaces forward? Golly. It would certainly get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, if he passes, then he'll get first dibs on that patch, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to pass here, buy some time, get a coin. Then if he passes, or if he buys that C block, then I'll jump ahead and take the patch from him. Oh, sorry, Caitlin, I missed that message. I know the second one would fit on the top, but I'm more concerned about the opportunities that it gives him on the board. If he gets too far ahead, then he'll get first dibs on the 1 square patch that is available. I'm adjusting things here. Sorry, I'm adjusting things so that folks can still watch the stream and see the chat. Okay. Still somewhat readable. I'm still working out the layout on the stream. My apologies. Okay. So if I pass now, I'll get a bunch of... Okay, let's say I pass now. Oh, I don't want to buy that. But let's say I pass now. I'll jump ahead to him. I'll get income. I'll get 3 buttons for that. I'll also get... but I'll also get some buttons for passing. Yeah, I'm really gunning for the 7x7 bonus at the moment, Salty Horse. So yeah, let's try that. I'm just gonna pass. Get the patch and the income. Then I'm going into the next like 5 tiles with a lot more currency to work with. Definitely want to drop that there. And what I'm really hoping for is that I can get that L piece, and I've got plenty of currency to do it, and I've got plenty of time to do it. So things are coming up Millhouse. So he's passing. All right. I still want to save enough money to buy that L piece, so let's just take this one. Oh, but I don't want to... Ooh, that's a lot of money, though. Both of these are a lot of money, actually. I'm gonna... I'll let him have an income phase. As long as I get first dibs on that L piece. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Because it doesn't look like he wants these necessarily. He can't afford that awkward first tile. Even though it would fit. I'll make custom graphics for my Twitch stream eventually. I just thought that, you know, this is still very early in the life cycle of my Twitch channel. So he's gonna get an income phase as I expected. Good for him. We're both kind of just killing time here. So if I go 4 spaces forward, I'll get another patch, which is nice. I still worry about him getting that L piece because I just need it. That's the one thing I absolutely need. If I take the first tile, and he goes 3 spaces forward to take this Z block, then I'll still get first dibs on that L piece. So I'll just go ahead and do this. I've got plenty of money now to do it. I think I'm okay. Oh, but wait, I miscalculated. I forgot that he's going to get multiple turns because I'm moving up 6 spaces. Boo! Okay, well, that was my bad. But I get a patch. And I get income. Could be worse. Where should I put that patch? Chat? Any ideas? I'm thinking over here, maybe best. But there's some Z... Let's see. It looks like there's some zigzag tiles coming up that I could fit. Like this first tile would normally have fit here on the top left corner, but the T will also, the intersection, the X will work. This other L block will work. I wish I could reserve the patch for later. Oh, sorry. Let me see the upcoming list here. Alright, so there's the upcoming list. So what I'm thinking is that I can wait for something to fill in an angle more than I can a zigzag corner. So I'm just going to do that, because most everything else seems to be like a right angle. Alright, I'm going to do it. Doing it! So, yeah. I get the feeling like he's not pursuing the 7x7 at all. He's just kind of going for a very simple, completely filled in... Oh, interesting, okay. So he has one turn, and I think he's overspent for anything else, so I may actually be able to get that L tile that I was actually hoping for. Crossing fingers. Yeah, I definitely didn't want that. Oh, is he gonna take my L? Nope. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, he might still take it, though. Oh, no. Oh, he can't afford it. He has to pass after this. Boy, he's getting a lot of income, though. Yay! The plan worked out! I was so nervous. Alright, there I go. If I can turn it to fit. Yay! Making a square, making a square. Here comes the quilty time, making a square. Yeah! Get that currency. This seems to be working out. I think this plan is coming together. I think so. We'll see. I can see now where they're going for. Like, they're kind of taking one edge at a time, so they go from the bottom and then they work up the sides. My thing is that he is pursuing this one patch he needs to fill in that gap. Otherwise, it's going to hurt him at the end. We're really racing to the end of the game here, though, so it may be a low-scoring game. I'm not sure. So we certainly have a lot of open space, respectively. Most of mine is sort of along the perimeter on the left and to the top, and he's sort of got this zigzag corner that's gradually receding. But he's got nine buttons to go. Most of the rest of these tiles, they will move him very close to the end of the game, which he probably doesn't want yet, despite him having some good income at this point. What he probably wants is to buy a little bit more time, maybe? Like, this cross would be free. It would just cost him time. There it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. So he's getting that patch, can fill in that little gap. Yeah, makes sense. He's hoping for a Z block, which I don't think there is one available for him. Okay, there's one here. Yeah, the S block, I should say. Okay, so let's take this little tiny one. Well on my way to getting the 7x7. And you know, he really wants this S block, and I may just deny it to him. And on top of that, still have plenty of buttons left to buy whatever else I need. So here I go. I think that gives me the 7x7. Yep. Hey, 7x7. Gonna keep warm this winter with this awesome blanket. So yeah, overall, I gotta say this is a really, really fun game. Oh, you know what? I can see now an S block that he. I didn't look ahead far enough. I didn't see that there was another S block that he could have put down. It's just that it costs so much more. The best he can hope for is that it gives him an additional income phase with those 3 buttons, and also gives him the patch. But dang, that would be expensive for him to take at this point. Hey Seth! Taking a lunch break here. Hope you don't mind. So he's got that first patch. He's probably going to fill in that little gap here. I mean, he's doing pretty well. I mean, so far so good. I just don't... man. Honestly, I'm just glad I was able to get the 7x7 while I was able to do it. It may not get me the game, but you know, I really pushed it hard. Okay, so what I want to do is, I mean, if I take the second tile, then that's 2 more spaces, or only one more space taken up, but it's costing me 2 more turns, or potentially two more time. Both of them are the same cost. I'll get an income phase between here and there. If I go up 5, that lands me right on him. And I don't necessarily want that either. Oh gosh. I definitely don't want the first tile though. There's just not enough time left on the track to go for it. Yeah, I agree with you as far as whether to take the coverage or the several turns. I think it's probably best that I take... For only losing... These are the next few tiles, by the way, Seth. And they're all kind of awkward and weird. So I think though it... Yeah, I agree. When I say big L, I think what you mean by big L, I mean this one. Because it's 1 space less, but it's 2 seconds more, 2 like spaces on the time track more that I have available. So let's go for it. Yeah. We need to find a way. We need to find some terminology. What's the meta around Patchwork when you talk about the spaces on the time track? Are they seconds? Or are they? It's not really turns exactly because a turn can take multiples of those spaces. Looking ahead also at what the what tiles are coming up. Let's scoot this down so you can actually see it too. So just call the spaces time on the time track. It cost me 2 times. Looking ahead, I mean, I see a couple square pieces, a couple two. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm doing well to put this, rotate that, put it here. On the, Either way, wherever I put this is going to mandate that I try to get some long pieces, and I don't necessarily think that I have them available. I mean, I could rotate it, yeah, and put this in the corner here, and well, I have to flip it around too. I could just move it away from. All right, so here's an interface thing. It's covering up the buttons that I need to actually use to rotate. Okay, I mean, so I could put that there. So let's do that. It leaves me two 2x4 areas on either side where I can fit in some of these upcoming squarish tiles. No, you don't think so? No? Alright. Okay, well, fine then. No need to worry. I'll bring it back over here. I mean, this is... Alright, so let's do it. Okay, sealing the deal. Then I get my income phase, which is nice. I get my 10s. And I get an extra turn. Now, what can I do? The only thing I can put down here would be... I could go for coverage, I could go for income. And what's coming up here? There's not a lot of high coverage things. I really... Oh man, I don't like that. But it's probably better that I actually cover things. Sure, why not? We're approaching the end game. Alright, so give him a couple turns to do some damage control. Right now he's at minus 39, I'm at minus 27. I'm going into the so Salty Horse says, although money left at the end of the game is the same as spaces covered, so there's calculation at the end to do if it's better to pass or to buy a tile. That's good to know. That's one of those nuances of gameplay that if you played the game a lot, you'd probably catch up. Seth points out that 1 point per button and -2 per space on the board, which I think is true. As I said, I haven't played the physical game yet. Okay, so he's going to get an extra turn going into the end. He's going to get 1 income phase to do this. So far, he's still at negative 31 for spaces. I'm at negative 27. If I can take this one last turn to drop my negatives a little bit lower. Oh, geez, he's at negative 9 at this point. All right. Now, why is it that the only thing I can afford is this thing? That's unfortunate. Oh boy. At least I'll get an income phase. Aww. Boo. Yeah, getting those extra turns is really significant. Okay, so he's the winner with, oh, wow. Man. Okay, so total score is -9 for him. Oh, Seth, the money shows at the bottom here. I've got the screen a little bit bigger than, I've got the window a little bit bigger than the screen so that you don't see any sensitive notifications coming up on my iPad. But yeah, pretty good. I guess this player's been playing some ranked matches already, so he's got a pretty good ELO score. I kind of just lost it on having not quite enough coverage, but for honestly, for a first complete game, I feel pretty good about it. I got the 7x7 bonus, which is nice, and I feel like I controlled the time quite a bit, pretty good in the mid game. Things kind of just took one extra turn. Oh, and he sent a friend request. That's a wonderful way to end the stream, I think. So let's exit this game and add him as a friend. Let's see. Wait, where do I see friends? Friends. There he goes. Okay, so I have him as a friend. Alright. So, with that, I think this is a good place to pause it, and I can come back at a later point. Thanks for watching. I gotta get back to work. Yeah, so I guess I will see you later. Bye!